Hey everyone, my name is Jaime Gonzalez. I am a second grade teacher at Lindo Park Elementary School, and this is my proposal. Basically, what I'm proposing is a makerspace area or classroom for our second grade students. I initially thought about doing it for the district, but I wanted to start a little bit smaller, maybe pilot the program and see how well it works in my classroom or as a second grade team. This next slide is going to talk a little bit about what Makerspace is. What are the concepts? What are the key things kids will learn in a Makerspace area? So here's a short video explaining that. So that was the short video discussing a little bit or showing you visually what Makerspace does. And those are just the concepts and not really so much into what Makerspace looks like. But some of the key words that I heard in there were passion, failure, and sharing. Passion, that's something that, we don't really find out till later in life. Some of us have been blessed that we find it a little bit earlier, but finding things that we're passionate about, sometimes is not easily discovered. So we want to bring that concept, that arena where kids can discover those passions, because when you discover those passions, you're able to follow it. You're going to want to learn more about it. You're going to want to research. You're going to watch some YouTube videos on it. There's so much that kids and us adults can do with technology today, and how much people are willing to share all of that information. So it's just creating that passionate niche that kids need in order to follow something. So Makerspace provides that. It provides an area for them to create, to build. It could be donated products such as remote controls, broken game systems, anything like that that they want to take apart and put back together and see if they can make it work. So it's a bunch of just tinkering, bunch of tools that they can use and create. And that's just one small example. Another word that I heard in there was failure. Kids, when they're playing with stuff and creating things, sometimes they're going to fail, and that's a great thing because there's so many lessons in failure. Failing at something, taking a step back, reanalyzing it, and then moving forward, doing some research, and as us as the teachers being there, we're just facilitating all of that learning, not so much guiding it. And what I love about it is that it takes them away from the textbooks for a little bit and allows them just to play. I mean, when they're playing, when kids are playing, they're learning so much because they're networking, they're sharing, they're talking to other students. The shy kids are talking to students. They want to learn more. So it brings that personal level that we love, that kids just innately have, to share with one another. Another thing that I heard in there was, again, I was talking about sharing. They want to share all of that information. They want to collaborate. They want to learn from one another. Just innately, they want to do all of that. The objectives is to provide the makerspace concept in our classroom or at a school, and design a lab as well if we're able to. It has STEM plus A opportunities during our second grade afternoon rotations, and our afternoon rotations basically in addition to what we teach in the morning, which is language arts and math, and in the afternoons we try to cover all the other subjects such as science, PE, and art. And we teach science twice because myself and another teacher in our second grade team team is part of a science grant called Ideas. And basically what we do is we go to some trainings and we design curriculum, we build projects that we teach and implement in our classroom, and we see what works and what doesn't. And this is all aligned with the next generation science standards, which is similar to the Common Core on the science side. But next year, I'm proposing just teaching science once, have PE, art, and also the makerspace concept for all of second grade students. I also want to provide a 3D printer which can bring things to life. Kids can design on the computers, and kids at our school are already used to using technology. They have one-on-one iPads, they have desktop computers, you know, they used to have iPods, so they're used to it. So I want to take it a step further and implement a 3D printer where they can use those as well. Lakeside Union goals 2015 through 2018. One of their goals is to provide 21st century learning, which is STEM or STEAM. And so basically what I'm proposing, which is aligned with STEM or STEAM, what I'm proposing actually aligns with the goals of the district as well. So what is STEAM? STEAM is science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. STEAM opportunities include, so this is what my Makerspace proposal will include: programming and coding, engineering, robotics, design thinking, and that do-it-yourself mindset from building, modifying, and repairing. So kids will build something, fail, modify it, and then repair something. So those are the very great skills that kids will learn in school now. The timeline, I'm proposing from 2015 to 2016 is build a makerspace, pilot an introductory, and extend STEAM opportunities to second grade. In 2016-2017, I want to extend the makerspace to the entire school, not just second grade, and offer it before and after school. So there's going to be multiple opportunities to learn and to make and to create. The applicable education codes. There's a few in there. Don't want to bore you with all of them, but they're there if you need them. The first one basically states the superintendent of public instruction shall allocate funds appropriated for purposes of this chapter to school purposes of funding the education technology. The key word in there is technology. Again, we're taking technology a step further and also adding that hands-on experience that kids need these days. The budget. Non-consumables are wall fixtures, paint, and tools. The technology that we will need is 3D printer, 5 MacBook Pros, and a Lego We Do STEM classroom pack, which I'll explain all of these in detail in a bit. Consumables, materials, cleaning supplies, paper, printer, toner, 3D printer maintenance. The budget, and here's a drawn out list of what we'll need. The Makerspace in a Box tool set, which is one of the more expensive things because it comes with all the tools that kids will need, and we won't have to go to the store and buy one by one. It'll all come in a pack, and we're able to hang them around the classroom, and students will be able to use them. Buckets of paint to recreate the space to make it look inviting and positive. Paint brushes, 5 MacBook Pros, the Lego STEM classroom pack, a MakerBot replicator desktop 3D printer, and also it's going to be donation based as well. Like I stated earlier, a lot of parents or families will be able to donate anything they don't want anymore, and kids can use that, whether it's wiring, whether it's broken controllers, broken game systems, anything they no longer need, we can use. And also we're going to need Makerspace professional training, which is about $4,500, and it's a few days of training. That way we're not just implementing Makerspace, you know, blindly. We want to know what we're doing, we want to learn it, and then use it in the classroom and get all the support we can. The estimated budget total is about $12,600. And here's some visuals of what makerspaces look like in certain classrooms or in certain schools. Here's a makerspace area here. Here we have a student using a 3D printer and making something that he created possibly on a computer and then bringing it to life here. Here's students taking apart certain electronics that no longer possibly worked. Here is the Lego set that is aligned with some software where they're able to create it on the computer first and then create it in a physical form. So it's a really great tool. Here is another example of a makerspace, and this is more of what I envisioned. You know, as a kid, I believe I was in middle school and I was able to take wood shop, and it looks similar to this. You know, I love that class because it got us out of the classroom and we had fun, and we talked to our classmates, and we just got up. You know, we didn't sit down the entire time. We were out, we were active, and we were sharing with a lot of people that we possibly didn't even know, but we became comfortable with them throughout the year. And here is the Lego package that we will be using as well. The funding, it will come based on donations, Title I funds, building funds and support, PTA, donors choose. I've seen many teachers get funding through donors choose, and that's something that I want to do as well. So I'll be starting that, creating an account, and possibly getting some funding through there, and also district grants. Lego We Do STEM. So this is the Lego product that I really love, and this is a short video about that. I won't play the whole thing due to purposes of time, but let me play a little bit about what Lego is. Lego We Do.
Students learn a lot of very good skills with WeDo that would help them in their future. I think programming is one of those really good skills that's not introduced ever in first grade. I've never ever seen a program that has introduced programming to first graders, and this does it wonderfully.
Абсолютно все ученики.
Yep, that's another language, but you can see, at least in the initial videos, of taking Legos to that next level. It's more engineering, it's creating, again, it's software based, so it's taking those Lego games, Lego sets to the next level, and I think kids will love that, especially in second grade. And here is a short video as well about 3D printers in the classroom.
I didn't think that we were going to go as far as to make dinosaurs with 3D printing. We're literally printing a skeleton.
Again, I don't want to show the whole video due to the purposes of time, but you kind of get the concept of what a 3D printer does. And as you can see, those kids are a little bit older, possibly middle school, so what an amazing thing to bring it to our second graders, to get them started way early than what other kids are doing nowadays. Here are some examples, some success stories using the MakerSpace. This is Lewis and Clark and their MakerSpace. As you can see, that's just a small example. You know, a lot of these things look donated. Again, it's just stuff that people bring in that could be donation based, and kids can just play with it and create anything they want to create. So I think it's an awesome concept. So that wraps up my proposal. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry I ran a little bit long, but thank you for listening to my proposal for MakerSpace. Thank you.